Good morning. If you're a man over 60 and your feet still feel cold 15 minutes after you get out of bed, if your legs feel tight or heavy the moment you stand, or if the short walk from the bedroom to the bathroom seems slower and stiffer than it used to, this isn't just about getting older. What you're feeling is your circulation waking up more slowly than your alarm clock. And here's the thing most men don't realize. What you drink in that first half hour can either help your blood vessels open up and get moving, or it can keep you stalled, sluggish, and cold for the rest of the morning. Today, we're talking about one simple cup you can make in your own kitchen. No pills, no complicated ingredients, no gimmicks, that may gently wake up your circulation and help you feel more alive, steady, and warm in the first hour of your day. If this sounds like something you need, go ahead and like this video. Drop a comment with your age and country so I know who's watching, and subscribe so you don't miss the senior health guidance we share here on this channel. Now let's talk about why mornings feel the way they do after 60. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Your heart rate drops, your blood pressure dips, and circulation to your legs, hands, and even your brain slows down because you're lying still for 7 or 8 hours. That's normal. But as men move into their 60s and beyond, the flexibility of blood vessels starts to change. The endothelium, which is the inner lining of your arteries and veins, doesn't respond quite as quickly. Your nervous system takes a little longer to shift from rest mode into active mode. So when your feet hit the floor in the morning, your circulation is still catching up. That's why your toes feel numb, your calves feel stiff, your balance feels a little off, and your energy doesn't really arrive until mid-morning, if it arrives at all. This isn't weakness. This isn't decline you just have to accept. This is your body asking for a little help transitioning from sleep to movement. And one of the simplest, most overlooked tools you have is what you put into your body first thing in the morning. Most men reach for coffee strong, black, on an empty stomach. And while coffee has its place, hitting your system with caffeine and acidity before your circulation has even woken up can leave you jittery, dehydrated, and still stiff. Others skip fluids entirely until they've been awake for an hour or more, not realizing that blood volume and vessel tone depend on hydration. Some men grab a glass of orange juice or a sweet pastry, spiking blood sugar fast and crashing it just as fast. None of these patterns are designed to support circulation. They're just habits. So what if you started differently? What if the very first thing you drank was designed to be warm, hydrating, gentle on your stomach, and supportive of the process your blood vessels go through when they're waking up? That's what this one cup is. It's not magic. It's not a cure. But it is a smart, evidence-informed way to nudge your circulation in the right direction without relying on pills or extreme measures. Here's what goes into the cup. You start with 8 to 10 ounces of warm water. Not boiling, not cold, but comfortably warm, the kind of temperature you could sip slowly without burning your tongue. To that, you add the juice of half a fresh lemon or lime. Then you add a small pinch of ground ginger or a few thin slices of fresh ginger root if you have it. If you want a little natural sweetness, you can stir in half a teaspoon of raw honey. But that's optional. That's it. Warm water, citrus, ginger, and if you like, a touch of honey. It takes 2 minutes to prepare. It costs almost nothing, and it doesn't require a trip to a specialty store or a degree in nutrition. Now, let me tell you why this simple combination may help. Warm water matters because temperature itself can influence blood vessel behavior. When you drink something warm first thing in the morning, it helps raise your core temperature slightly and signals to your nervous system that it's time to shift from nighttime rest into daytime activity. Warm fluids are also easier on your digestive system when it's just waking up, and they're absorbed more efficiently than ice-cold water, which can actually cause your vessels to constrict a little in response to the shock. So warmth alone is doing some of the work. The citrus, lemon or lime, brings vitamin C and natural plant compounds called flavonoids that are associated with better endothelial function. The endothelium is that inner lining of your blood vessels we talked about earlier. When it's working well, it releases substances that help vessels relax, and open up citrus may support that process. It also provides a mild, refreshing acidity that many men find energizing without being harsh, and it can help with hydration because the flavor makes the water more appealing to drink slowly and fully. Ginger is where the circulation support gets more direct. Ginger has been studied for its ability to promote vasodilation, which is just a medical term for blood vessels opening up a little wider. It may also support smoother blood flow by gently influencing platelet behavior, and it has mild anti-inflammatory properties that can benefit vascular health over time. For men over 60, especially those who feel cold extremities or sluggish legs in the morning, that gentle vasodilation effect can translate into warmer feet, better sensation, and easier movement. Ginger also has a warming quality that many men feel almost immediately, not a jolt but a subtle heat that spreads from the stomach outward. The optional honey is there for taste, but it also provides a small amount of natural glucose that can give your brain a tiny energy boost without the spike and crash of processed sugar. If you're watching your blood sugar carefully, you can skip it entirely. The drink works just fine without it. So here's how to use this cup. Tonight, before you go to bed, set out a mug on your kitchen counter. Put the lemon or lime next to it. If you're using ground ginger, set that out too. If you're using fresh ginger, slice a few thin rounds and leave them ready. Leave a note by the kettle or on the mug that just says 1 cup first. Make this as easy as possible for your half-awake self. Tomorrow morning, when you get up, visit the bathroom, then go straight to the kitchen. Fill the kettle and heat the water until it's warm but not boiling. Pour it into your mug. Squeeze in the citrus. Add the ginger. Stir in the honey if you're using it. Then take that mug, sit down in a comfortable chair, and sip it slowly over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Don't rush. Don't scroll through your phone. Don't turn on the news. Just sit, breathe, and let your body thaw out from the night. This is not just about hydration. This is about creating a small window of time where your circulation gets to wake up gently instead of being shocked into action. You're giving your blood vessels warmth, your endothelium support, your nervous system a calm signal, and your body the message that you're paying attention. By the time you finish that cup, your feet should feel warmer, your head should feel clearer, your first few steps across the room should feel steadier, and when you do stand up to start your day, you're starting from a place of support instead of a place of stress. Now let's talk about what this cup can and cannot do. It may help blood vessels relax a little. It may improve hydration status, which directly affects blood volume and pressure regulation. It may support endothelial function over time. It may reduce that sluggish, cold, stiff feeling many men over 60 experience in the first hour of the day. It is not a substitute for blood pressure medication. It will not cure vascular disease. It will not reverse years of smoking or inactivity. But it can be a smart, supportive morning practice that works alongside your medication, your movement, your nutrition, and your other health efforts. The real power is in doing it consistently and paying attention to how your body responds. That brings us to safety. If you're on blood pressure medication, blood thinners, diabetes medication, gout medication, or anything that affects your kidneys, you need to think through these ingredients with your doctor before making this a daily habit. Ginger can have mild blood thinning effects, and citrus can interact with certain medications or affect stomach acid levels. If you have acid reflux, you may need to adjust the amount of lemon or skip it entirely. If you're on fluid restrictions because of heart failure or kidney disease, you must stay within those limits. This cup counts toward your daily fluid intake. And if you try this drink and you feel burning, upset, dizziness, or any change in blood pressure, stop and talk to a healthcare professional rather than trying to push through. Natural does not mean unlimited, and it does not mean risk-free. Let me answer a few questions that come up. First, can you still have coffee? Yes. But wait. Drink this warm circulation cup first. Let it settle for 15 to 20 minutes, then have your coffee if you want it. This way, your circulation gets the gentle wake-up first, and the coffee becomes a second boost instead of the only boost. Second, does the water have to be warm? Technically, no, but warm is better for most men over 60 because it supports vessel relaxation and is easier on the stomach. Cold water can feel refreshing, but it doesn't have the same effect on circulation and may even cause a brief constriction response. Third, do you need the honey? No. If you're diabetic or watching sugar closely, skip it. The drink is effective without it. Fourth, what if you don't like citrus or ginger? You can adjust. Try a smaller amount of lemon and see if that's tolerable. If ginger is too strong, start with just a tiny pinch and increase slowly. If you truly can't handle either, talk to your doctor about other warming, circulation-friendly options, or simply stick with warm water and a different gentle flavor. Fifth, should you drink this before a morning walk or after? Ideally, drink it first, sit for 10 to 15 minutes, then walk. This way your circulation has started waking up before you ask your legs to move. Sixth, how long before you notice a difference? Some men feel warmer and steadier within the first few mornings. Others take a week or two to notice the change. It's subtle at first, but consistent. Seventh, what signs tell you it's helping? Your feet and hands warm up faster. You feel steadier when you first stand. You don't get that head rush feeling as often. Your mood at breakfast is a little calmer. Your first walk of the day feels easier. Your legs respond more quickly when you ask them to move. These are the small, real changes that add up over time. Let's talk about what to watch for in the first week. For the first 7 mornings, count how many minutes it takes for your toes to stop feeling numb after you finish the cup. Time how long you need to hold onto the edge of the bed or the wall when you first stand. Notice whether the color comes back into your hands faster than usual. Pay attention to whether you can button your shirt or hold a toothbrush without fumbling in those first few minutes. Check if you're skipping that second trip back to sit down because your legs felt wobbly. Notice whether your head feels clear enough to remember what you were planning to do before you even leave the bedroom. These are concrete, measurable signals that your circulation is responding. Don't expect fireworks. Expect small, steady improvement in how your body actually functions in that first hour. Then, over the next 7 mornings, days 8 through 14, look for the next layer of change. Can you take the stairs without gripping the railing as tightly? Do your ankles feel less stiff when you put on your shoes? Can you walk to the mailbox or the car without that heavy, dragging feeling in your calves? Are you getting through your morning routine, shaving, dressing, breakfast, without needing to sit down halfway through? Is there a general sense that mornings are less of a fight and more of a routine you can actually move through with confidence? Count how many times you feel off balance or dizzy compared to the week before. Notice if your first conversation of the day feels sharper because your brain has better blood flow. These are the signs that this one simple cup is doing its job, not as a miracle, but as a consistent, gentle nudge in the right direction. I want to talk about the emotional side for a moment because this matters more than most men admit. Many men over 60 quietly worry that slow, stiff mornings mean decline is inevitable. They look at their fathers or older friends and think, that's just what happens. They stop mentioning it to their wives or their doctors because they don't want to sound like they're complaining or giving up. But here's the truth. Small, consistent behaviors add up. Choosing to start your day with a warm, supportive cup instead of a jolt of caffeine or nothing at all is a way of saying, I'm still in the game. I'm still taking care of myself. I'm not giving up. It's a vote for your dignity, your independence, and your ability to be present and capable for the people you care about. That's not dramatic. That's just real, and it matters. This 1 cup represents a choice. It's a choice to prioritize hydration over habit. It's a choice to support your circulation instead of ignoring it. It's a choice to give your body a gentle, evidence-informed tool instead of hoping the problem goes away on its own or waiting until it gets bad enough to need medication. It's not extreme. It's not complicated. It's just smart. And it's something you can control when so many other things about aging feel out of your control. So here's what I want you to do. Try this for 2 weeks. Not as a miracle cure, but as an experiment in partnership with your own body. Set up the cup tonight. Drink it slowly tomorrow morning. Notice how you feel. Keep track of those specific markers we talked about, how fast your toes warm up, how steady you feel, how clear your head is, how quickly your legs obey. Keep doing it every morning for 14 days, and then decide whether it's making a difference. If it is, keep going. If it's not, or if it causes any discomfort, stop and talk to your doctor. But give it a real, honest chance to work before you decide. If you're willing to try this 1 cup tomorrow morning, drop a comment below with your age, country, and whether you're going to give it a shot. Subscribe to this channel for more senior health guidance on circulation, energy, balance, and confidence as you age. And remember, tomorrow's first cup can do more than just wake you up. It can help wake up your circulation, your energy, and your day.